Hello everyone. Let's now discuss how can we solve this problem. Reordered power of 2. So we are given with an integer n. We reorder the digits in any order, including the original order, such that the leading digit is not 0. So we are given with some number integer n, such that let us take this as 1, 2, 3, 0. Now we need to return true if this can be made as power of 2, something like 2 power x. So this can be like 2 power x, then we can return true. If not, we can return false. But we can rearrange this like 1203, 1302, or anything like that, but not leading 0. There shouldn't be a leading 0. Leading 0 is nothing but the number should not start with the 0. Let us take this example, n is equal to 1. Now 2 power 0 is equal to 1. So what I'll do is just returning true. Now 10. Can it be represented as 0 1? No. They said we aren't allowed with leading zeros. So 10. Can it be represented with 2 power something? No. 2 square, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 power 4 is 16. So we can't represent 10 as a power of 2. So that's what we are asked with. Well, just go through every 2 power something like that. So 2 power 0 is 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is something like 4 into 2, 8, 2 power 4 is 16, 2 power 5 is 32, 2 power 6 is 64, and so on. But if you see the constraints, they are like 10 power 9. Now, 2 power 32 is the last number which doesn't exceed this limit of 10 power 9. So what I'll do is how it would be if I store all the powers of 2 in a vector of string. Why? I'll tell you why. Or we can just store it in vector of int. So we have all the powers of 2. That means we just have 32, or if I take 2 power 0 including, then I would have 33 powers of 2. So that means the length of the vector is just 33. Now, if you see, let us take an example of something like 32, right? Can it be represented in 2 power something? Yes, 3 2 is something like we can represent in powers of 2. Now, let us take an example n is equal to 46. If you see, 64 is a power of 2. That's what I'll be giving in the array. So, this array will have 64. Now, if you see, in this element n, which we are given with, 6 is appearing for one time and 4 is appearing for one time. If you see in 2 power of 2, one element is having 4 appearing for one time and 6 appearing for one time. So what I'll do is, if the occurrence occurrence of power occurrences of given n, so given n element, given n is equal to any power of 2, any power of 2, then return true. If not, I'll be returning false at the last. So now I'll be having in this something like powers of 2. Let us name it as powers of 2. So first 2 power 0 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, and so on till 32, 2 power 32. So these are my powers of 2. Now I have integer n here, int n. So we'll be building this powers of 2 as a vector in the function. So I have int n. Now I need to get the occurrences of every digit, right? So what that's what I said. 4 is appearing for one time, 6 is appearing for one time. So what I'll do is create an unordered map of let us say as character comma int. I'll tell you why. why character comma int. So what I'll do is string s is equal to, I'll just convert it into the string. Now for every character seen in s mp of c plus plus. So I'm just incrementing the unordered map, that means the frequency of every character or every digit. Now I'll go through these powers of 2 for auto. uh, Let us say it as POW2, right? In, I'm going through every number in powers of 2. So if I write a function is valid if both the occurrences of power 2, right? Power power 2 and this unordered map MP. If these are true, that means if this returns true, then I'll return true. If not, I'll return false. Now I said I am going through the every character or every digit frequency. So for that I need the frequency of power 2, right? So here I'd write an is valid function. Bool is valid. What is this number? Power 2 is nothing but an integer. Integer number. And I am given with unordered map character comma int mp, right? So what I'll do, I'll just go get an another character comma int unordered map. Let us name it as unordered map character comma int, and I am naming it as mp2, right? So I go through every character in this number, so it is an integer. So what I'll do the same thing. String s is equal to string, I'm just converting it into string, the number power 2 into the string. Now going through every character. For character C in S, mp2 of C++. I'm just incrementing the frequency, right? So if the frequency is same, mp is equal to mp2, the numbers frequency and also the frequency of the given number. If the both are same, then only I'll return true. If not, I'll return false. So this is how you solve this problem. And if you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section. And thanks for watching this video.